Healthcare Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands confirming that the results for over 50% of the expanded COVID-19 tests, which were carried out on healthcare professionals over the weekend, are in, and so far one test is positive, bringing the count to 81.
We now have more than 50%, and I think there's one positive out of the lot.
So far, 16 healthcare professionals have tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. Sands said after appropriate counseling, healthcare workers are expected to return to work.
The app that we have chosen actually has the ability to create a boundary, a virtual boundary, and if you go beyond that boundary, it sets off an alarm. If you travel to an area like a food store, a pharmacy, a bar, a restaurant, whatever, that can be pre-loaded into the software so that we know where people are.
According to the health minister, persons in quarantine will be subjected to tracking, whether that be through an app on their cell phones or a tracking bracelet.
Most of these persons would have been at the end of their 14-day exposure. So certainly we expect the majority of those persons to be appropriately counseled, determine how they're doing physically, psychologically, and then to return to the workforce.
Sands said there is even a plan in place for those who try to outsmart the system.
We understand also that some people may decide, well, I'll just leave my phone at home and go out into the community. So there are other alternatives, looking at bracelets, which are not removable, so that for those people who have demonstrated that, look, for some reason that phone is stationary for hours on end and they're not napping, there are other alternatives that we have to look at.
The health minister said it's a matter of the innocent suffering for the guilty.
Now, clearly, this is an intrusion into personal liberty, and we are very cognizant of this. We have issues of the innocent suffering for the guilty because the overwhelming majority of people abide by the rules.
For the Guardian News Network, I'm Georgie O'Bain.